try not to imply that I woke up one morning saying that I want to buy the Phnom Penh Post. It's far from what actually happened. It was something that we thought about for a long time. And sometimes we plan, somebody above decides. So it was an opportune time, an opportune product, and we went for it.
Was there any government involvement during the negotiations to sell the post? Number two, will the newspaper's editorial stance change? Will you run stories critical of the government? Thank you.
I thought my statement covered all that. To answer your question, there was no government involvement. I don't know what you meant by government. This is primarily an entrepreneurial decision. So you can, I wish to clarify, there's no government involvement. I'm a journalist. I'm a journalist by training and discipline. And I'm a bit confused why journalists today, I'm not referring to all of you, but why is it that we should be critical? I'd rather stick to the facts. No. Our job is to report the facts.
And to be critical.
No, and be constructive. So I'm not here to argue the ethics, but from where I come from how I was trained, we report the facts. This is a third world nation. The Kingdom of Cambodia is still growing fast. And development journalism, I presume, would be the mainstay. It is still a growing country. So there are two newspapers here. In addition to the Phnom Penh Post, there is one Khmer Times only. So very young media organizations. So I've answered your question.
Do you see potential merger with the Khmer Times and other business talks with Timor?
I don't see that happening.
What guarantee can you give your readers that they are safe, and what actions have you taken to make sure your website is safe?
I think that is incorrect.
Could you give me some evidence as to why?
Can you give me some evidence that it was Phnom Penh Post that was hacked?
I have. I've written a story about it. It's been widely read and distributed.
This year has written all kinds of stories.
You responded to my story, so you know the evidence that I presented.
I did not respond to your story. This is the first time I'm appearing before the media.
The Phnom Penh Post responded to my story.
Did it? Or the right one?
It was on page 2 of the paper yesterday. Perhaps you should read your own newspaper.
I think there was a denial.
There was a story by the Phnom Penh Post saying the detective team has checked the website and it is inaccurate and you will not hack.
There was a clarification by the Phnom Penh Post.
There is significant evidence to say that that hack did happen. Could you present some evidence to say that it did not?
But I'll leave it to journalists to take it from there. I think they already made a clarification yesterday. Where do you want to take this?
To the truth?
Yeah, I think what was reported yesterday was the truth.
There were checks made from overseas going to our website. There were no problems at all. Our reporter actually called Ricardo. I believe they were the ones who claimed that the Phnom Penh Post was hacked. We called them and they didn't want to comment. They didn't want to give us any kind of comment because our web people, our IT people also called. Okay? Trying to clarify, because there is no what was actually the actual problem. But since they were not forthcoming in talking to our people, we just stopped it. But we did our own check. We checked that from abroad. Going to our website, there was no problem.
The asset, the most tangible asset in the Phnom Penh Post is the brand name. That's it.
You say that, but if the content is not up to scratch soon, that brand name will be tarnished, and people will start to look beyond the brand name.
What makes you think that it will be not up to scratch? That's an insult to me.
Well, as I'm saying, so that's why I'm trying to
wait for the product. Wait and see for the product. How can we now say that it's not going to be up to scratch?
But I'm asking you how you're going to make money from it. It could be up to scratch, and
Like I said,
it's been up to scratch for many years, but it's still been losing a lot of money.
That's why I bought it, to turn it around. Of course, it cannot continue in the same way it's been going on because it's not making money. So let's take it from here. It is too premature to answer the question now.
It's part of your strategy.
We are still looking at restructuring. We've not gone in that direction yet.
You've lost, come on, how many journalists have you lost already on the English language front? You're cutting it back to 12 pages next week.
So,
Well, when are you planning to replace the journalists that have left? Before the election?
I think we should leave that to us.
All right. well,
I don't find that amusing.
Neither do I.
Right. Point taken.
What's your focus towards digital? Do you see a trend moving to more of a digital front than a print edition?
It's a big scope. The print version will still be there as an iconic presence. I see a lot of prospect in the digital area. Yes.
Hi, I'm Julia Wallace. I'm representing New York Times, and I've noticed that your Asia PR website helps your ability to do covert PR, which is essentially, I think, planting positive news articles about politicians. I was wondering if you've ever done covert PR in Cambodia on behalf of any clients, and if you're planning on using the Phnom Penh Post to do covert PR.
No, we haven't. We don't plan to. Next question.
Regardless of if it was right or wrong with this situation, the fact is that you lost a large part of your editorial league. Do you have any regrets over how this process was carried out or how this came to be?
I said in my statement it was a rocky start. Of course, it's regrettable. I said it's fueled by a lot of misconceptions, perceptions. So it's unfortunate, but then again, I look at it as a blessing in disguise. If they have left, all the best, and it gives us room to hire more people. We need more expertise, as what I've stated in my statement. We move on.
There was a special note in the announcement from Bill Clough regarding the sale in relation to Chris Dawes' ongoing case against the Phnom Penh Post. What's the situation with that? Does that responsibility fall to you now, or does it remain on the old owners?
Our legal counsel will be able to answer.
Yeah, we are working on that, and hopefully we will settle the case as soon as possible.
My name is Eli Meister. I'm here for Time Magazine. I wanted to ask you about the composition of the people in this room. On my way in, I encountered a crowd of journalists standing outside the room who weren't permitted in. I wanted to ask you, as you profess to be a journalist who I'd like to assume has an interest in transparency, why you didn't let everyone in the room who wanted to be in here?
I think that's administrative. I think in Cambodia you need to have an accredited media tag, if I'm not mistaken. Anybody can come in and say, I'm a freelance journalist. And off they go, thinking they can do whatever they want.
Have you got a press
I think
pass?
that's how freelancers work.
Just wondering, do you have a press pass, Joshua?
Might be me now.
All right.
I don't
That's
have
actually a
like
real press pass, but, you know.
So don't question me about press
I
accreditation.
would like to question you. I
I'm
really would. I mean,
yeah,
you're
question
yelling
about
at people.
transparency.
Yeah?
You're yelling at people.
No,
You're
I'm
not
not.
answering. You are.
I'm not. I'm answering your questions. I'm answering your provocative questions.
Excuse me? Your provocative questions?
Let us agree to disagree. Next question. Any other questions? Yes.
Yeah, picking up a thread about the quality of the paper being up to snuff, there was a hearing for Kem Sokha, the former president of the former CNRP, earlier this week that I did not see a story appearing about in the Phnom Penh Post, which I think could lead people to be concerned about its standard as the paper of record. Do you have a comment on why the story about that did not appear in the Post this week?
I think it's too premature for me to answer that kind of question. It's very operational. I'm not involved in the day-to-day running of an operation. I'm here to